Back, and here's a really good reason to check out your local library. Did you know they offer more than just books and DVDs? You know about those, right? Well, Jason Lee joins us to give us a scoop on what's happening in Mentor at the Mentor Library. Hey, it's great to have you on. How are you today?
It's a beautiful day. I'm here with you. How could it be any less?
How about that? Are you at the library right now?
I am at the library right now.
Are you the guy in charge or what?
No, I am actually the dumbest man at the library, which is why they put me in marketing.
That's very funny because I was making jokes here before. Like when I think of the librarian, I always think of that lady with the glasses and she's always going, shh.
Oh no.
The library's
Oh
not like that
no.
anymore, right?
No, actually, libraries are vivacious places. We're pre-COVID, we prided ourselves on being community gathering places.
Right.
We were that clean, well-lighted place that you could go to, be respected, and get what you need. And we're still that. We're just there with a mask on.
Yeah, I know. I really get that now. It's like it's almost like that town hall, or the town square, or that kind of thing, where
Absolutely.
people can gather together. They can have little meetings and that sort of thing, but also discover some things that they don't really know that you have. You've got some
Ab-
new tips.
Absolutely. Nowadays, everyone is looking for a thing to do. We are looking for that entertainment, and I don't think a lot of people realize they're already paying for that entertainment with their taxes.
Hmm.
You know, every streaming service costs a little something, except for the ones you get for free with your library card. So I don't know about you. I've got small children. Sometimes the TV's got to entertain them for a little bit.
Right.
And there are all sorts of streaming services with great educational programs on there for free with your library card. And Mentor's not the only one that has it. There's a good chance wherever you're watching this from in Northeast Ohio, across the nation, streaming, there's a good chance your local library offers those services too.
Yeah, I know that. Like when my kids were going to school, they would talk about. They could get all the stuff they needed online and on their computer and such. But there were certain days they had to go to the library because the library offers more than you can find on your own. Because I think that's really the trick of the library is they know how to find stuff and direct you to it.
Absolutely. There's a big difference between the internet and information literacy. You're a newsman. You know how much work goes into finding good information. And there's a whole lot of information available on the internet, but unless you can tell if it's good or not, you're not necessarily learning anything.
So do you have some pet projects you're working on right now?
Oh, yes. All right. So we have what we call our library of things. And it's a lot of different things that you wouldn't typically expect to be able to get at a library. One example that's been really popular right now, board games. Because there's a good chance that you have worked your way through whatever puzzles you have at your castle right now. We have a couple dozen board games you can borrow from the library. And yes, we do quarantine them for a few days when they get back so we can make sure people are safe while still getting services. But I'm talking about telescopes, binoculars, ukuleles, light therapy lamps. If you're affected by seasonal affective disorder, you can get a lamp from us to try to help that. Uh, my personal favorite one, because I love carbs so much, I could be on the Belly Laughs cooking show. I love them. We have cake pans, donut pans. So if you want to try an ambitious cooking project, if you have somebody with a birthday coming up, we have a couple dozen cake pans you can borrow from us.
Hey, you know what's crazy about that? I mean, I think this is the coolest thing because if you want something, you need something, you want to try something you've never done before, rather than go buy it and try it or whatever.
Absolutely.
Even if you don't even know that the Mentor Library doesn't have it or not have it, you go there, you seek it out. Maybe they have it. You don't have to buy it. You can borrow it and try it. Or if you don't have it, you can tell them where they can get it, probably at the best price and the closest to their home.
Absolutely. We want to save people money. Sometimes we want to save people money by letting them borrow the book from us. But however we can do it, we want to make sure that happens for you. And just in general, things like telescopes, binoculars, even these cake pans, they're expensive. And sometimes you only need them, like, say, because you got the meteor shower coming in, something like that. We want to make sure we can get you what you need.
Well, I love the idea. Like the telescope really sounds exciting to me, but I don't know how to operate one. So could you give me some information on how to operate it?
Absolutely.
How many books?
In fact, well, here's the thing. For the telescope in particular, we have a training video. So you watch it for a couple minutes, you get the basics of it, and you have a good sense of it. Now, that having been said, if you are looking for something a little bit more intense, there's actually some local astronomy groups that we can get you in touch with so you can be around like-minded people.
I love this, Jason. Okay, so the Mentor Library, opening up the world to people. It's right in our own backyard, and probably you didn't know that all these services existed, and it's fantastic. And I think you seem pretty enthusiastic about what you do.
I'm very fortunate. No, seriously, I get to be surrounded by curious people all day. Not just the people I work with, but the people who come to the library. I don't get to spend a day where I don't learn something fascinating.
Okay, well, let's get out there and visit Jason and all the folks at the Mentor Library. Thank you for joining us on New Day Cleveland, and you're welcome back anytime you'd like to visit.
My pleasure. You're always good company.
Thank you, Jason Lee. Okay, folks.